Before analyst heard of Polytechnic Kemenkes Surabaya. I'm from Surabaya and I want to tell storytelling about MERS COVID. Happy watching and check it out. Recently, the world was rocked with coronavirus. Almost all over the world there are citizens infected with coronavirus type COVID-19. But previously, there was a type of coronavirus that was first discovered in the Middle East region, namely MERS. Most cases of MERS COVID occur in Saudi Arabia and Middle Eastern countries. Check with your doctor if you have just returned in these countries and experience symptoms of respiratory symptoms probable. Some MERS COVID sufferers only experience mild symptoms, such as flu symptoms. However, a doctor's examination is still necessary if the symptoms appear after you return from a country that has a case of MERS COVID infection. The cause of MERS is newly discovered that the specific transmission mechanism of this disease and between humans and animals. Transmission can occur from human to human, often too late to detect because initial symptoms are similar to the common cold. MERS disease also often leads to fatal complications such as pneumonia and kidney failure. WHO did in 2012 even mentioned that around 37% of MERS sufferers report death. A few years ago, Leyla was infected with this virus. At that time, Leyla was 18 years old. She experienced flu symptoms and from day to day it got worse until she experienced shortness of breath. Not only that, both parents also often complain about this same thing. And finally, they decided to go to the doctor and check the situation, and it turns out they were positively infected by this virus. Judging from this history, Leyla's father a week ago went on a business trip to Saudi Arabia and met many people there. Only 2 days, Leyla's father arrived at the groundwater. After a few days, the experience with flu symptoms until the last few days, Leyla climbed difficultly in the breathing, and the flu symptoms were getting worse after they were tested positive. They were finally isolated for several days in the isolation room. However, it's not due to the worsening condition of the mother's Leyla, because is it triggered by other disease making the Leyla mother critical. Leyla is very sad here because at a time like this she can't take care of the mother. After a few days, Leyla and her father's condition improved, as did her mother, who began removing other medical aids. After 2 days, it improved and Leyla was listed again and recovered from the isolation room. However, Leyla's father and mother still had to remain in the hospital in the healing process. But Leyla is still grateful because things are starting to improve. While in isolation, Leyla consumes foods that increase immunity and reduce flu. while both parents have to use medical defense and other medications because they have other carrier disease. Until now, there are been no method of vaccine to treat and prevent MERS COVID for patients with mild symptoms. The doctor will prescribe medication to release fever and pain. The doctor will also advise patient to rest and at home and avoid contact with other people, most possibly prevent and the spread of the virus. For patients who experience severe symptoms, intensive treatment is needed in the hospital. The patient will be given oxygen, antibiotic and infusions. If necessary, the doctor will monitor the function of organ intensively and pulse the breathing apparatus. After a long process of virus treatments, the Leyla family was finally declared healed and discharged. This virus is not much different from COVID-19 for how to handle and prevent it. Both of these viruses have not been found to be vaccine, but can be prevented by proper hand washing, not in the direct contact with infected animals, and reducing visiting potentially infected countries. In addition, increased body immunity is also very important, such as regular exercise, taking vitamins, and also sunbathing at effective hours. Thank you. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.